Yokoso, Watashi no Soul Society. Welcome to my Soul Society. Today we are playing Amnesia, The Dark Descent, Part 2. Let's see where we left off, shall we? Welcome to my Dark Descent. Now let's see, where did we... Yes, the cistern. So now we must be... No, absolutely not. I can just go back. Never mind. Well, I believe that we are... I believe in the sewers. Oh well. If you remember, I like to shut my doors behind me. Well, here we go. How much oil? No more oil. I can see fine though, for now. I can see fine. Great. I'm not alone down here. How wonderful.
What's happening? What are you doing? Let me go! Please, don't take me! Nobody ever returns!
Apparently no one can return from that. I can see fine. I'd rather not waste the oil that I have. We are not going that way. It wouldn't be that simple, would it? Well, now we have oil. So it would seem. I think that'll be the best that we can do. Never mind. and the plants. I could get sick just being in this. We're safe. For now. Well, it slowed it down. But we still need to find a way to get through it. I do hope that that thing is in this water. So it would seem. Let's find something then to take care of it. Actually, nothing a good hammer and chisel won't hurt. Never mind. It's never that simple. No, it is never that simple.
Daniel, turn around this instant. You are carrying the shadow with you.
Make me. Goodness me. Well, look at you. Worthless. Somehow died. Look at how worthless that you have become. Makes me wonder if this is what killed you, these pulsating blood. Ah, the laudanum. I know, right? My friend here seems to have been killed by all this. Well, too bad for you, I suppose. Well, I don't think it can get any worse. It wouldn't come down here, would it? Of course it would. Of course it would. And of course I'm trapped. Good job, me. I need to get somewhere. Of course. It's leaving. Let me see, the oil. Good enough. 78 tinder boxes. A few cuts and bruises. Head pounding and hands are shaking. Wow. Aren't we just booming? Oh, well, I'll be... At least it did something right. Why? Why? It can't give me a break, can it? Way. I wonder. It's in my way. This is the only chance I'll have. It's now or never. Once I get there, I'll have to run. Now. Oh, you can actually do that. Yeah, I get the point. Goodness me, we finally died. I probably should have kept running, but I always shut the door behind me. Well, let's see if I can actually do that again. However, if it's even there. which will be a struggle for me. Just run. Don't judge me. It's only common courtesy. Well... It's not like I want to go back down anyway. No oil, no problem. No problem. I need to start using these, I'm afraid. I have no other choice. I have plenty for the time being. Let me check this other way first. Still will not solve it unless I get potions of oil. What are these? Nothing's ever easy.
9th of August, 1839. I can't stop sweating and shaking. The warding ritual was not something of a sane mind. I did not even realize the dungeon was still in use. Alexander had his servants bring one of the prisoners, a murderer, he told me. Alexander made all the arrangements, but he said I had to perform the ritual in order to have the right effect. The shadow could be led astray by the blood of another. Killing the man would provide us precious time. What else could I do? Alexander said it had to be done. He is saving my life. I don't have the luxury of argument.
You see him as a father. That makes sense. If only I had a father like him, but less of a psychopath that tortures dogs. Let me keep that open. I might need to return. Might as well keep them open. Might as well. As if that gives me much life. That still doesn't solve my oil problem. No oil. can.
Agrippa, I need you to stay awake. Can you feel the syringe?
No, I can't feel anything. Alexander?
Yes.
Soon, I won't even be able to move, will I?
Your life is safe.
I don't doubt that. But will it be worth living?
Laboratory. Busy now. Wonderful. I'll have to go back that way anyway. Well, what are you?
Help me.
Make
Who's the
me.
switch?
Make me. Ah, fine, I'll pull it.
Next to me.
I know. Give me time to pull it.
Help me.
Make me.
Next to me.
I know. Are you down?
Who's the switch?
You could say
Next
please.
to me.
Never mind. Better now?
You have my gratitude. My name is Agrippa. Who might you be? Daniel? Like the prophet thrown into the lion's den? Tell me, are you among the lions, Daniel? You want to stop Alexander? Oh my, so Babylon shall fall, you say. You worry too much. Alexander is toothless without an all. He has one. That's not very promising at all. The sector is basically impenetrable. But guess why not? It could be breached by another. But Alexander broke my own, a long time ago. Really? Well, if you tell the truth, by all means, seek out the pieces of the broken hole and mend away. I believe he uses them for torture now. They practically leak matter, which is quite useful, I understand. There should be 6 of them. Look around the choir and the transept. You should be able to find them there.
Well, make
Daniel,
me.
I hate to bother you further, but
You
if
are.
you're really going after Alexander, would you consider taking me with you? I know it sounds ridiculous. I mean, look at it. But if you find anything concerning a man named Johann Reiner, would you please bring it to me? I believe he was working on a way to help me. A recipe for some sort of potion, a tonic, to free me from this husk of mine.
Well, I suppose, since you are nagging me about it. Johann Weyer. And to find the pieces of the orb.
What lever? Oh, that one. So many of Alexander's things are breaking down. Look around. Maybe the other room. There are machine parts hidden all over this place. You'll find a way to fix it.
Alright, will give me a moment to fix it. Also, thank you for the history lesson. Oil. Let me check.
Me? I'm Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa. I was once quite important, you know. Baron Alexander has sustained my soul in this dead husk for years. Who knows how many? Hundreds, I presume.
I'd say 1,000.
Alexander is quite impressive in many ways.
Are you
But he
done?
has grown impatient.
Are you done now? Because I need to
By me? I'm the next best thing. Alexander really wanted none other than Johann Reiner. You never heard of Johann Reiner? My God, boy. He's probably the greatest man in history, and you don't know him? Or is it the world has forgotten him? I was my pupil. My pupil. Yes, I do take pride in that. Is it so wrong? I found a Mithraeus once. One which had not been plundered. Do you know Mithraeus is? Well, I suppose it doesn't matter. It is an old faith, building temples out of caverns. The dark walls being the universe, and inside are its followers. Humans, watching the sky slowly turn. But the followers do have one thing to allow them a real sense of connection to creation. The orbs.
Well, that sounds quite interesting. Thank you for the
Not
history.
many orbs are like that. They sometimes consume themselves, or break, when used by an uninitiated. I was lucky. The orb I found spared my life and returned to where I found it. I know because Alexander took it and brought it to Brandenburg.
Shouldn't I be doing, saving you, or are we going to be talking the rest of this
I
time?
was a brave man and dared to proceed where I did not. He unearthed a number of cavern temples and gathered a whole collection of orbs. But unlike every other finder since the fall of the Mithraeus faith, he was able to unshackle the heart you and I connected with the orbs. He used them and was able to travel far and wide, beyond the world itself.
Well, how interesting. Now, Mr. Agrippa, I need...
Powerful. Not the way I hoped for. I've done all that I can to escape this prison.
I'm trying to
Now,
escape you.
I use all my strength merely to stay alive.
I'm trying to stay awake. Now, if you excuse me, I need to actually... what is this? Of course.
My pupil, Johann Bayer, said he found a way to take me with him beyond
I
the
want
stars.
you to shut up.
But I was too afraid to come home. Seriously. And now, all I can do is regret.
I regret things too.
I've always hoped Bayer would return.
Letting
and
you
give me a
talk.
second chance. But so does Alexander. That's why he keeps me here, as a hostage, hoping Bayer will reveal himself. You're a good boy, and I appreciate your comfort. But I believe you have more important things to take care of.
No shit. No shit. You have kept me from that. With your constant talking.
You should hurry, Daniel. No time for sitting around.
You gave me a history lesson. I don't think you have the right to tell me to hurry up. Tell me what to do, why don't you?
You're a good boy, Daniel. And I appreciate your comfort. But I believe you have more important things to take care of.
Getting away from you is my most important thing. As much as I love the history lesson, we do have, to stop a madman, and I'm pretty sure time is of the essence. Now let's see about this machinery. I will say this, the background music is the most disturbing. That music or noise, it makes you feel disoriented.
You have gone too far. I have to stop you. I can't let you proceed any further. I'm sorry, my friend.
Well, I'm sorry too. Old friend.
Dad, good to see you. You got the doors open? Good going. I knew you could do it.
Is that it? The only dialogue you have for me? Are you going to give me another history lesson?
Daniel. No time for sitting around.
For once we agree. Absolutely not. I should have explored the rest of that place. Let's see how we fare, though, through here. No, not this place. I'll check the other first. Not only that, but that place seemed a little eerie. I should have checked the other doorway.
Good to see you.
Yes, yes. Well, thank you. And no to that. Whatever that was. Oh no. Shoot, sanity. I won't be able to see good. Great. I won't be able to see good.
Just a little further.
It's like Orpheus descending into the underworld.
Are you hiding something?
What do you mean?
Never mind. Your intuition is remarkable.
I'm not sure I'm following.
It doesn't matter. It's just a myth after all.
I'm gonna have to do something about this vision. Blast. I need to figure this out with this vision, or I won't be able to proceed. The nave. Back to this.
These cells are meant to hold prisoners who are under treatment. The people you send for will end up here. Remember that the confinement itself works as a preamble to the torture, and you should pace yourself. Don't take anyone before they are ready.
Understood.
Sounds from the torture chambers are shuttled in through those pipes in the ceiling. Manage your victims well, and let one prisoner's pain instill terror in his cellmate.
I see. At least now I can see. Let me check my oil. I should be careful though, if I can just pick that up. Sounds like a woman nearby. I doubt anybody's in these cells. Then again, I'm usually wrong. And no. So far, nothing.
I know this. I've been here already. I know this taste. A taste of Damascus rose obfuscating the truth in a dim haze. They may sweep the traces from my memory, but my body remembers. These cuts speak volumes, even though my mind remains silent. They will be back. Oh, they will be back.
Well, let's not hope we see them. And no. Oh. Oh, wait a minute. I could actually use this. But let me check this first. Now that my vision is back to normal. Find who exactly? Now I can see better. I don't even want to comment. I do not want to comment on that. What the heck? Was that meant to be? Well, I mean, I did get oil, but was that meant to be? How did I end up here? Oh great, back to my vision being distorted. Shut that. What's my sanity at? Oh, no wonder my sanity is broken. Great. Okay, alright. Just wait here, let the lights do their thing. What's this? Get out of my way. The shattered orb. All is lost. I must once again start over. Ever since I recovered the orb first found by Agrippa, I have been dependent on it for my research. The incident with Wilhelm made the most impetuous, fearing a paucity of prisoners. I proceeded with the final ritual without proper foresight. The orb cracked and fell into 6 parts. I have tried everything, but yet to mend the thing. Unless I can think of a way to piece it together, I'll have to find another. There is still life in the pieces, and even if the orb isn't restored, I might be able to salvage some of its power for some other purpose. Centuries have passed in vain, and I begin to wonder if I will ever be able to see my love again. How much longer can I sustain my life? Ah, yes, Alexander, the love of your life. My vision is still wobbly, but not as bad. Sanity's it, well, nothing at this point. I'll have to be careful. Well, what are you? That'll kill me if I touch it. An orb. Well, let's go find our Hogyoku.
The shadow. It's close now.
I don't see it.
12th of August, 1839. The banishment ritual is taking longer than expected, and we have to do what is needed. I spend my time helping out the prisoners. Being around these degenerates makes me ill. None of them even tries to face their punishment with any kind of dignity. They taunt me with their lies of innocence and their cowardly pleas of mercy. What can make a man fall so far from the grace of a civilized existence? They are all wicked men, and I remind myself of it constantly. Still, I am thankful for God sending these monsters our way, as they will serve as the instruments of my salvation. I try to study the different tools in the torture chamber and learn how to use them effectively. Last time was messy, and the effect suffered from my inexperience. When the next warding is to be performed, I shall be ready.
Only when a human is about to die will they show their true colors. Criminals will be the same. They'll cry, and they'll beg for mercy. That's what usually all humans do when they are, well, bad as you say. Sticky tar. Of course not. Shoot, I'll have to find something. Either an explosive or dynamite.
Is this guilt I'm witnessing, Daniel? If so, blame yourself. You started this. You sent me that letter asking for help, and this is how you repay me? How dare you?
Well, I mean, you was a father figure until you became insane. Of course I have to stop you. You're trying to seek power. Only something I want, and you're in my way. I'll leave that over.
Was there something else? You should hurry, Daniel. No time for sitting around.
I'm doing stuff. Why don't you do anything? I think I have an idea. This. Oh, yes, good. Now then. Not again. That bothered you, Daniel? Oh, Daniel, I didn't think that this would bother you. Grab the bone. And now you don't have to go that way again. Let's go this way, the transept. Well, isn't this a lovely place?
How much more, Baron? How much more am I supposed to withstand? Kill me, Lord! Kill me!
This one. Prepare him.
Well, this is a lovely place. Surrounded by lovely things. If I can just get up these stairs. Well, Alexander, you've seen better days. Let me check my sanity. Head is pounding, hands are shaking. Maybe a little time in the light will recover. String. Wonderful. Notes on torture. This will be lovely to read. There are quite a few things to be said about torture. I had figured that the reaction I would get from the victims would be highly individual. Thankfully, this is not the case. The humans all have a very similar approach to dealing with physical pain and the terror of anticipation. I can't stress enough the importance of restraining the victims before proceeding. Even the most timid creatures can break out in fits of violence where their strength exceeds their expected prowess. If proper care has been put into breaking the victims, this should be not a problem, but it will also hinder the effect I am after. The right steps to take care, therefore, to restrain while the victim is still dazed. Proceed by presenting the form of torture you are about to apply, and then continue with the actual act. The point of presentation is to infuse terror. The human mind is extremely efficient, as it will trigger itself into greater fear simply by imagining it. While applying pain, make sure to avoid massive damage as it will prove more efficient if the process can be sustained. Also, apply the pain in doses, if possible with breaks to let the body settle. If you're whipping or cutting the victim, strike once, wait for the pain to subdue, then strike again. As long as the body suffers, it will continue to produce vitae and saturate the blood with its properties. Only with careful performance will the victim yield maximum effect. If the victim doesn't behave as expected, it is likely that all will be for naught. Before this happens, feed them the amnesia drink and try again later. All to get the powerful mystical substance of vitae. How interesting. Oh. Interesting indeed. Is it you, my love, I miss the most? Or is it perhaps myself? I know what I have become. I am not blind. I'm a monster to them, a demonic sultan perched on a dark mountain top. There is little I can do to redeem myself. The Black Eagle fears me, and after Napoleon's defeat, it is only a matter of time before they will demand my head on a platter. I must remove myself from this land. This time it must work. If I can't return home now, I shall perish. And all of this for some woman. Goodness me, Alexander. You and Anakin both will do anything for love. Won't you? How's my sanity? Well, not good. What else is new? Love can make you do many terrible things if you let it. I might be going the wrong way, by the way. Yes. He is. But as I said, love can make you do many awful things. This is one of them. All to get vitae. Well, that person sounds like he's having a wonderful time. Well, isn't this going to be a wonderful time for all of us? I can barely see and move. Well, isn't that a pretty sight? I want to leave this room. I want to leave this room right now. Goodness me. Well, that's enough for me. And his blood went down here, I suppose. Drainage pipe. Wait a minute. That was something I needed. I pray it's... Of course. Of course. Of course. Why not take his blood? Just going to shut that and never come back here ever again. That is an imagination I did not need in my mind. Well, I don't think it could get any worse than that.
The cradle is ready.
Good.
You're a man. How can you partake in this?
Is he all right?
He is one of the wicked. Don't pay his lies any attention.
I'm not a bad man. It was an accident.
He set a man on fire.
It wasn't my fault. Why won't anyone listen?
That's horrible.
Of course. We are dealing with monsters here.
Says the monster himself. You became just like them for the search of Vitae, all to go back to your loved one.
No, please! Do anything! Whatever you want! Anything! Do anything! I'm innocent!
What a unique thing. Oh boy, why am I here? Oh. I'm supposed to be looking for that shard. No. I don't really understand how this works, but I suppose they just lower his head in it. So what does that pyramid do exactly? Pierce through the head or what? Goodness me, have mercy. Now what is this? What is... Oh my, why? Alexander, you naughty boy. Thinking... Well, he was trying to get Vitae. That should help a bit. Okay. I still think sawing that man from the crotch down is the worst of them all. Really, I think the one being sawed from the crotch was the most worse of them all. Goodness. We are not going back into that place.
Dad, good to see you. You seem to have found all the orb pieces used in the transfer. Go to the choir and find the rest.
Well, I hope the choir gives me a wonderful choir when I'm in there. I think this is much better. Much better. I have 74 tinder boxes. I really should be using them up anyway. But what I do need is maybe more oil. Laudanum, 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 laudanum. Whatever the hell you call that. Laude. Laud. Oh. 75. Well, Alexander, what's your memory this time? In court, the Order of the Black Eagles spewed their politics at each other while I sat quietly in place, willingly forgotten. Once in a while, someone will notice me and lose themselves in a silent cower before regaining their senses. They all know I am the one and the same Alexander who helped their fathers and grandfathers to found this great order. I have seen them take their fathers' places, and they too will grow old and pass away, while I remain the same, aged not by time, but by anguish. Well, Alexander, from what I see of your portraits, you've gotten old. Let me see. Agrippa. This must be from Agrippa. Wire taunts me from the other side. I trusted him with my true reason for my efforts, and still he insists on me releasing Agrippa. Oh, this must be Alexander talking. How an enlightened man can show such lack of compassion in a seat of power disgusts me. I can't bring myself to part from Agrippa, as he is, and has been for centuries, my only link to the worlds beyond. Wire claims he tries his best to release me from my banishment, but that he needs me to give him, Agrippa, first so he too can help. If he could guarantee success, I would happily oblige, but how am I to part from him and my return might be denied? I know what they are capable of. I have seen their deception. Optimism is the most hopeless feeling, but I must return it. I shall prepare for his release. To release Agrippa without killing him, Wire told me to feed him a tonic made from a paralyzer, Vitae Intemptor. The poisonous fungi I can find the internal gland from a large specimen. The choir seems to be fertile grounds for this sort. I should then be able to extract its contents with the proper tools. The vitae can be extracted as usual from any agonized human's victim blood. I just need large amounts to distill it properly. Remember to collect this during the next torture sessions. Temptar, on the other hand, will prove more difficult. I don't think it exists in this world. Simply writing the word with these letters looks wrong. I believe it's property of secretation in water-dwelling Kernic. I will have to address Wire of this, as he will have to supply me with a host. Also, a properly prepared well should suffice to contain it. A note speaks of the mixture made with 3 ingredients. And if I had to guess, we have, well, that's tar, a bone covered in mucus and blood. This bone, on the other hand, did come from the well. Let's see, though, what the choir has for us. The choir. Well, Damascus Rose. Isn't this a lovely place?
15th of August, 1839. The blood wards are failing. The shadow beckons, and its cry disarms my actions. Hurry. No time to spare. You have to kill another. Alexander produces a knife. He wants me to cut the flesh. Do it. Save yourself. He is a murderer, Daniel. He is evil. A cold-blooded killer. Hurry.
Make me. This is a big decision for me to make.
Alexander, you must let me be. I have to concentrate. Take the man, cut the lines, cut the flesh, watch the blood spill, let it come. Please, I didn't do anything. Take the man, cut the lines, take the man, cut the lines. Please, the man cries. Now you see. I did well. One life for another. You hear me, guardian of the orb? I did all this for you. Now, once more, withdraw your shadow from my domain.
I see.
There isn't much time. I can feel it. We must act swiftly. I will do whatever it takes.
I see now. Let me check my sanity. Well, sounds about right. I see. So that's how you kept the shadow at bay. That's probably why you drank the amnesia potion. You couldn't handle what you have done. My vision's wobbly again, I see. Oh no. I'll have to carry on with not worrying. I see we're going into a choir room. Maybe some music will help.
What are my intentions, Daniel? Salvation. It used to be yours, but now you only seek misplaced revenge. How do you justify your violence? Is it for the greater good? Are you doing the world a service? It is you who caused all this pain and death. If you had accepted your fate and submitted to the orb when you first discovered it, none of this would have happened. It is curiosity in league with your selfishness that is killing us both.
This is not a choir room. I can't even see anything. But I do know I'm not alone. Oh, blast it. I'll be safe in here for now. Says no one. Laudanum. And a cage. And a tinderbox. And what it... Oh, no. Oh, isn't that wonderful? If I put myself in this, are you going to shut it on me? forger stood absolutely still. The casket had been closed, but a faint light made its way inside. A myriad of spikes pointed at him, glittering as they waited for his body to slip just for a moment. His knee jerked and he felt blood trickle down his leg. In pain, his head fell slightly forward. It took him a while to realize his eye had ruptured and begun to leak. Wasn't that lovely? Oh, damn. Of course, and you ruined my vision again. Blast. Where is that blasted orb so I can get out of here? There. I need to wait a moment. Vision is bad. And my controls are wonky. Oh yeah, the sandy is not good. Let me take care of my oil problem. Maybe that can help. No. Okay. I'll have to just take care of it along the way. I can't go back out there like this. Well, I cannot see anything. Vision's bad. Something's way over there. And a broken pillar. Where? How can I see in this place? There was nothing I can do if I can't see this place. Where am I? Let's start from here and just work our way. Why can't these things just leave me alone? Where's it coming from? This is not an easy place to be safe at.
The wheel is good for keeping your victim still during the procedure. They can be bound around the circumference or simply stretched across, tying limbs to the spokes and rim. All tools are by this point useful, and you may administer the torture in any way you like. But the forte of the wheel is the gaps. When you have decided that the victim shall die, you can smash their limbs with a hammer, making them fold in between the frame.
But they'll die. Too quickly, I mean.
No, don't worry. The human body is much more resilient. They can survive for days until they finally succumb.
Well, I'll be... The murderer's limbs were They turned the wheel slowly, but with intent, so the rope secured around his legs stretched and cracked the bone. He no longer had the strength to scream. The two men looked at one another knowingly and took a hammer and struck the victim's chest in a final act of mercy. Check my oil. Well, wasn't that fun? Now I have the next problem. I'll leave that door open because I don't know where I'm going. Maybe... Was that a child? Well, good news is I'm lost. Bad news is, where do we go from here? I've already passed that bridge. I need to find another way. I did take a right. Let's see, then I guess I need to go left. Why? There's no reason, is there? Can there not be a reason? Just once. Nearby. Oh yeah, I can hear him. Maybe he can fall to his death. Why am I here? If he goes away, I could be able to jump that. Well, at least I know I can't go that way. But how am I going to get away from him? Going to be a trouble. I can do.
Who are you to question me?
Maybe you should shut up. We are not in a good position right now. Why is this even a choir room to begin with? This is not a choir room. I don't even know where I am. Okay, this is the other side. But I still don't know where I am. Fungi. Should be possible. Well, it's going to be possible. Maybe a moment of respite. Why is there a cow? The trader did not know what to think of the brass bull, as he was forced to enter it. Only when the heat of the fire began to scorch his skin and cook his flesh did he realize it was to be his tomb. His screams of pain echoed inside the brass chamber and traveled throughout the complex instrument, which was the bull's head. Outside, the men could hear the brazen bull blow, or bellow. I don't see my thing, so I guess you cook inside of that thing. Well, I'll be. Well. Oh, there you are. Okay, let me see. 6 pieces of the orb. A thing, and a thing. Oil, no oil. Roasted alive, yes. Alright, we have no oil, and I cannot see in this. This is not a choir. I'm taking this with me in case anything comes at me. I cannot see. I don't know where I'm going either. As long as I follow along the walls, I should find a way. Something to my right. There should be a bridge. Yes. Alright, scale the walls and maybe I'll find a way out of here. I might be stuck in this awful place. Oh. Well, I spoke too soon. Let me think. Let me check my sanity. Crystal clear. Few cuts and bruises. Well, aren't we doing well for ourselves?
incredible! You found Vaya's recipe! There might still be a chance. Listen carefully. Alexander is working on opening a gate, a door to another realm. It's where he wants to go. If you could put your anger aside, let him open the portal before you take your revenge. Let me pass the gate then.
And why would I?
Find the ingredients and prepare the tonic Vaya describes. And do so before you assemble the orb. The barrier keeping you from the inner sanctum will only be breached for a short time. Unless everything is taken care of before mending the orb, you won't be able to save him.
Well, that's just a risk I might need to take. Once a specific tonic made to save him. The laboratory, I
I see
suppose.
that all the orb pieces you need. I know I have no right to ask anything of you.
You
But
don't
if you
need
could
to.
find it in your heart to gather the ingredients for Vaya's tonic before attempting to mend the orb, there might still be a chance for you to save him. Please, my fate is in your hands.
Asking a lot from me. Fine, let me check one more place to
I
make
see
sure.
that all the orb pieces you need.
Yeah, you already asked me that. Let me check then one more time before I try to break the laboratory down. Asking me to do stuff. The talking, walking dead. With no mouth. With something with no mouth, Agrippa. You can sure use it. What? Okay, you angered something, so let's just go. Oh. Okay. Yeah, sleep. That's all I can do, I'm afraid. What's this? How rude. Well, look at you. Where am I? I believe that's the first time I've been knocked out.
You had me worried. Quite frankly, I'm not sure what to do with you. I hold no grudge against you, Daniel. We are so very much the same, you and I. Did you really drink from the amnesia mixture? It does explain so much of your behavior. You never did finish what you set out to do. You talked about redemption, how you would face the orb's shadow and save our work, and me. I will grant you another chance to redeem yourself. You can wait here and stop the shadow. Thank you, friend.
As if I have a choice. You used to be a mentor, Alexander, and now you're going to find your lost love and leave me behind. Only I can have that power. Yeah, no shit, the door is locked. Only I can have that power, not you. Okay, maybe... Has to be something. Can't be moved by hand. Well... You stupidly left me with all my stuff. I lost my hammer. Well, wasn't that cute of me? What's this? Oil, none. Okay. Let me check. Perfect. Last prisoner note. There is little left to say. I wrote solely to prevent myself from revisiting the memories of the last few days. If I am fortunate, I will fall asleep, and time will pass without effort. I have begun to wean myself of my prison. When I first arrived, I felt like I was being buried inside a tomb, but now I feel the closed walls comforting me. As long as I am in here, there is no pain. The walls protect me from the outside. I even laughed earlier as one of the wardens dropped a key down the pipe. It gave me hope for a second, thinking I could escape if I could somehow reach it from here. In my dreams, Alexander, I am king. In my dreams, I best you and escape your clutches, and return with all the knights of the realm carrying pistols and sabers in my dreams. Well, goodness me. And well, goodness me again. Give me just one moment. I'll be right back. Alright, I am back. Now then, let's see. Well then. Oh. Well, you did leave me something, Mr. Naked Man. Well, I feel so sorry for you. Can I move you, perhaps? No, I cannot move it. You're too fat. Well then. It's a shame you didn't make it out. A bucket, a tinderbox, and laudanum. Laudanum. Laudanum? Laudanum. Wait a minute, water, that's right. Water. Something about that sewer pipe over there. If you could just crank it. A little crank doesn't hurt. A little more, well, good enough.
Get away! You shouldn't do that!
Shouldn't do what exactly? Make me. I'll do what I want. I could have used that bucket again. But I suppose you won't let me, now will you? What now? We already found the key, Daniel. Well, now that that's over, it is not over. Well, wasn't that fun? Absolutely not again. Okay. Okay, not again. We are not going back there ever again. What do you have for me? Wrong way. What else is new? I've been going the wrong way ever since. The right way should have been to not roll the thing. You roll the thing. I am getting mad. Oh, fuck it. It's not important. But what now? First that thing, and now you're passing out on me, Daniel.
Of August, 1839. Tonight, we will unlock the power of the orb and ultimately banish the shadow hunting me. I feel it closing in on me, and I fear for my life more than ever. Just outside Holstein, there's a small Zimmerman dairy farm that lives with his wife and 2 children. Visit was unexpected, and Alexander was able to strike Zimmerman down without alerting the others. As he went to take care of the farmhands, I began to look for the children. We should have more than enough prisoners to finish the ritual now.
Now it makes sense why you took the amnesia potion. You wanted to forget everything you'd done. And look at you doing this to atone for your sins. If anything, Alexander brainwashed you, took advantage of you in fear, as he'd done with everyone else. Am I going to be able to turn this bloody thing? There had better be something at the end of this. No. Close. A little further. What a waste of my time. What's wrong with your sanity? A slight headache. Okay. That thing is getting closer. That thing is here. Oh yes, that thing is definitely here now. How's my lantern? Shoot. Sparingly, sparingly. Ugh, damn thing. This seems like the right way. This whole place is starting to collapse. So, you want to atone for your sins after everything you have done. You couldn't bear what you've done, so you drink the amnesia potion. Well, Daniel, I guess both of you have it. Well, at least you're trying to fix what you've done. Yes, the castle is being consumed by the shadow. Ugh, damn. But at least Daniel is... Well, goodness. At least Daniel is starting to... Whatever I was going to say. Hold on. Nope. Okay. Turn this around. A little more. A little more. Perfect. Now I feel better. As if it's gonna matter in the end. Stay. You get out. Alright, let's begin. Let's see. That thing seems angry. Let's see if we can... I think we have to take this? No. No, it has to be. Yes. Maybe... That's right, I need to purify the blood. A complete tonic, and then I suppose I need to put... No. Yes. And then... That skinny man better praise me for this. Well... And no.
I thought I'd lost you. The castle trembled and I could hear the chancel collapse. The laboratory might be accessible now.
I already took care of it. One moment. I've already taken care of it. Please let there be oil. What is this? A bone saw. Wonderful. Could use this as a weapon. If there was common sense involved, won't budge. Is there any oil? No, of course not. But there is that.
You did it. Thank goodness. Now, pay attention. First, feed me the tonic, and then use the saw to remove my head. As the tonic begins to work, you'll be able to cut off my head without taking my life. Then, take my head and bring it with you. As you enter the gate, Alexander is opening in the inner sanctum.
Why does this feel
What do you
so
mean?
familiar?
Why wouldn't you enter the gate? We can't argue now. You need to act.
What do you mean, enter the gate? You know, this really feels like a...
You're a good boy, Doctor. And I appreciate your compliment. But I believe you have more important things to take care of.
Yeah, I'm supposed to cut your head off. Why does this feel so... so familiar to me?
Quickly, off with the head.
Of course.
Then, whatever happens, get me through that gate.
Sure thing, Mimir. Hold steady. Great, I have another head dangling off my belt. Blast. It was. But we can worry about that later. Well then, I got a head dangling on my belt. Wait. Blast. How is my health? A few cuts and bruises. Well, let's hope this works. Well, I got your head, Agrippa. It's not the first time I've had a... I see. Tar will do. The Hogyoku, at last. The machinery. Okay, the machinery. Can I take you with me? No. Machinery, machinery. I was unable to access it though. Maybe this goop has finally worked to get rid of it. Okay.
10th of August, 1839. I cannot believe what I have become. One of the girls escaped and I chased after her all the way upstairs. I hunted her down, and what is her life worth? How many lives can I take before I surrender my own? Sure, I would kill a murderer to save an innocent, but to kill an innocent to save myself? A cold-blooded murderer.
So that's now you realized and took the potion. Well, let's hope it's not that too late. Yes? I guess that did it. I should use these things more often. I thought I heard something. I will be trapped if there is something here. To say this. Oh, you gotta be shitting me. It's going where I need to go. Maybe I could try to trick it. That'll be no good either. It's going in there. And that's where I need to go. Shoot. Blast. Let's go. Well, not anymore. I have no choice if that thing's gonna keep hurting me. It's not here. Did it? Oh, nope. In at any moment.
19th of August, 1839. It's not fair. I'm not to blame. I've been manipulated by that demon. He played my guilty conscience and duped me into facing the shadow alone. That vile, conspiring man. He expects me to meet my death as he steals power beyond imagination. Alexander, I will kill you for what you have done. If only the shadow had caught me in London or Algeria, I wouldn't have to suffer this humiliation. You made me a murderer, a monster. And now, I merely await my death. I am too weak to press on. I can hardly stand as my knees fail me. I cannot see as my eyes are dressed in tears. I am as broken as the men I've tortured. If only I could wipe my fear away, as we did with them.
Well... well, that's not a good sign. What's this? Ow. Oh, wait a minute. I see now. How's my health? A few cuts and bruises. Well, it's the only way to get through, I suppose. Only one more. And I forgot we have Agrippa. Well... That's what I'm trying to do, I thought. Unless there's something more to this. Let's see, I touched that over there. Alright, that did something. How's my health? Good, head pounding, hands shaking. Shoot, sanity just went down. And I need to hurry. A few cuts and bruises. Sanity's really bad now. What is
I was
this?
wondering if you were going to show up. I see Agrippa convinced you to run some errands. Tell me, is everything nice and clear now? Am I the villain?
Yes.
Good and evil. Such comforting concepts, but hardly applicable.
Can you put a robe
Are you
on?
so blind that you see no good in me?
You're going to make me
evil
blind.
In Agrippa?
You're going to make me blind. I mean, goodness me, you've been busy. Oh yes, Agrippa's plan. Ugh. Not the smartest decision. Okay, not the smartest decision. What? Not the smartest decision. Come on, you... Oh, my. That power should be for me and me alone, Alexander. I plan to take the power all for myself and leave you high and dry. Once that portal opens, it'll be over for us both. Then again, I suppose it would be more humiliating to let your old servant take it. The servant that you've left for 100 years locked away. Quite fitting indeed, don't you think, Alexander? Can't you put some clothes on? Well, I suppose not for the both of us. Let's see who'll win now. It's taking a moment, isn't it, Alexander? Can you rush it?
Do you see it? A whole other world.
Yeah, I see it.
Isn't it beautiful? I can finally return home.
Shoot. It's not ready yet?
But
I'm sorry too.
you are still tainted.
Yes, I'm sorry too, and you're tainted with evil. Now then, let's watch and see what happens.
No, you fool! You have ruined us.
I suppose I did. Oh. Well, what's this?
There he is. Do you see him, Vaya? He deserves so much more.
Yes, I do.
Please, help him. I know you can. Don't worry, Daniel. It will be all right.
Well, I'll be. I wonder if I was saved or not. What an interesting story of revenge. However, revenge that, well, has a vengeance to it and to avenge. To avenge those that was tortured, and revenge for being played as a fiddle. Yes. In a way, him and us got our revenge, but Agrippa took care of it. It was long overdue to have Alexander see that his old friend was his undoing. An old friend that he kept around. His only loose end was his downfall. Alexander wanted to go home, wherever that is, to his lost love. But love made him into a monster. He craved going home, and in turn he needed power, mystical power known as vitae. And the only way to get vitae is after the torture, to get it out of the brain. Vitae is a mystical substance that comes from the torture and fear and pain, both physically and mentally, from the blood of mammals. Once the mammal has gone under torture and mental pain, or all the above, then their brain excretes vitae into the blood. A powerful mystical substance. However, if it can take him home, what else can that substance do, I wonder? How more powerful can it be? Well, that's the end. I want to thank everyone for coming with me to my dark descent. The next one will be The Machine for Pigs. I don't know when that will be, but it will happen. Well then, thank you all who have come. Perhaps it could be used for extending life, yes. We can discuss it more later, but to extend life at a cost, quite an evil thing. At least to you and I. To the person needing it, they don't see it as evil. Now then, thank you all for showing up. And I do hope that you all have a wonderful day. And remember, welcome to my soul society.